Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and it's me, Mike Meyer. Welcome to Tennis Inside Out, your go-to channel for live tennis watch-alongs and in-depth match analysis. Well, we just got through a very quick game with Pegula beating the Brit Francesca Jones 6-2, 6-1, 6-1, 3-love, and Jones wasn't feeling too well. And the men's this match that I'm going to be streaming live for you guys uh, is between Dzumhur against Sinner, world number 2 Indian Welsh champion. It's still a first round. There's a lot of catching up to do after the rain since Wednesday and on and off Thursday. No, Thursday was actually good. Sorry, yesterday was on and off. Lots of many delays, but the weather is looking promising in Miami, and there are few clouds, but there's a promise of no rain. And for the next couple of days till Thursday, definitely next week, there's going to be sunshine. So that's looking very nice. There's going to be still many matches in store. Very unusual to be already on Saturday and playing first round matches. Well, at least second round, first match for Yannick Sinner. But here we are, and it's going to be an interesting encounter. I always like these matches, players that have never met one another before. I think it's always makes for a very dynamic, at times stressful situations. It could get a little bit ugly at times in sense that maybe the tennis is not that beautiful, but I think with Yannick Sinner being on court, there's a promise that there's going to be some sort of good looking tennis being played. The veteran Dzumhur is busy warming up with Yannick Sinner right now. Ooh, mustn't get too close to the cameraman. Right in his face. This should be an easy match for the world number two seed. It's not always a promise though. Dzumhur is a very talented player. Lots of experience under his belt. He has had peaks and valleys in his career. For some time, I didn't hear of him, or that he was doing well, but here he is. In Hard Rock Arena in Miami, playing the world number 2. See, Rafael Yodar is being interviewed, 19 years old, current ranking 109. He's through to the third round. I think this is really fantastic. This tournament is really showcasing young players, next generation players that are stepping into the limelight, trying to steal a little bit of that spotlight that's always on the best players in the world. But it's there's a promise for the future. Looking very good, especially in the men's game. Going to be a few matches on today. Sakamoto will be playing Medvedev after this match. Yannick Sinner just full of confidence now. I'm I'm hoping that his level of tennis has raised. I felt for him in Doha when he lost to Atrafis, who was also playing superbly well, obviously, um, playing at his best. But I just felt that Sinner was not at his peak. And then in Indian Wells, I was watching a lot of his games, doing a few watch alongs, and I was very happy to see that in the final he was, at least in my eye, getting to that level, that height in his game that can compete with Carlos Alcaraz. After yesterday's match against João Fonseca, I think Sinner is probably the closest, probably the only player that could possibly give Carlos a challenge. Um, but I still have question marks about that. I'm very eager, very interested in watching this match. I hope that he's going to be more consistent. Of course, he brings across and plays his best tennis so often. He can play at such a high level. But I just felt that he's been a bit inconsistent. I don't know if that was really since he lost that five-setter match in the semifinals of the Australian Open against Novak Djokovic, that maybe that just dented his confidence a little bit. Maybe brought about a little bit of doubt in his game. I thought Djokovic played extremely well in that match. A stadium within a stadium. Very interesting how they do this. Well, Dzumhur is looking ready, anticipating the first serve of Yannick Sinner that's going to be coming his way or maybe away from his body. First serve in the net. Oh, good start. A few exchanges, ground strokes, forehands and backhands down the middle of the court, and then Sinner just had enough. Ripped his forehand cross court, standing in the middle of the court behind the baseline for a winner. Yannick Sinner. Oh, it's good length. I really like how Dzumhur is playing. Long rallies here. Sinner changes direction with his backhand down the line, goes back again, cross court slice from Dzumhur, and just too much height on that ball. Drifting out behind the baseline, but it was a nice rally. Hello, Sanjay. He's back. Oh, sorry, you're not greeting me. You're chatting to Jory. We've already greeted one another. Let first serve. Forty love. Going back and cross court. Dzumhur is hanging in there. He clips the top of the net. It still goes in. Whoa. That was out from Sinner. Trying to look for more angle. Backhand cross court. Still has 2 game points. After losing first set in tiebreaker, Davidovich Fokina lost to Quinton Alice. 6-4 in the second set. Oh my word. Yeah. Davidovich Fokina. I don't think he's won a tournament. I don't think he's ever won a tournament on tour. Been to many finals, a few semi-finals as well. Oh, magnificent. Just the way he won his first point, forehand cross court, standing middle court for a winner. Who's this? Okay. Second round match. Thor to serve. Drop shot attempt is very good. Sinner chasing the ball, plays it backhand down the line. Lob was too short, but Sinner still had to work for it. Smash out wide winner for Yannick Sinner. Inside in forehand from Dzumhur. Sinner's just playing defensive. Wow, did he make it? He had to run back to the forehand. Oh, he clipped the outside of the inner tram line. Dzumhur wasn't near to the ball. Just have a look at that again. Defended very high. It was a short ball. Dzumhur went hard again. Oh, incredible. To the forehand side. What a forehand winner. Cross court. 30. This time, Sinner decides to go down the line. Only finds the doubles court. 15-30. Again, lost badly to Camille Maischak in the third set. 2-6. No! I had such high hopes for him. I thought he was onto something, man. He's been playing so well recently, but that, wow. Kudos and congratulations to the Pole. Oh no, just sat up for Dzumhur. Is probably standing 3 meters away from the net. A high ball. Really went for it down the line. He missed it. He only found the doubles court. Still shaking his head. 15-40. Again, unforced error. First serve in the net. Oh, fault. First attempt in 2021, lost to Hubert Hurkacz, is just having a tough one. Kick out wide jam, Dzumhur a little bit in the body, and then hard aggressive forehand back on the backhand of Dzumhur, who couldn't control his backhand. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes a Sin-Kuraz relationship can get broken. Somebody jumps in. But my goodness, the way Alcaraz played yesterday. It reminded me of that final against Atrofis a few weeks ago. And Fonseca probably forced Alcaraz to raise his game. Didn't play half bad. Just thought it just wasn't consistent enough. As soon as Fonseca raised his game, it's out wide. As soon as Fonseca raised his game and fought fire with fire, yeah, Alcaraz was under pressure. It's just Fonseca couldn't hold it, but definitely promising. I really like the way Fonseca played. First serve down the tee, and the return doesn't make it over the net. It's 3-love. Love 3. Another backhand slice. And forehand down the line, more or less in the middle of the court, to be honest, is hit out by Yannick Sinner. Sanjay hoping that it will not be another Alcaraz Sinner final. Why not? I mean, oh, beautiful passing shot. That one backhand by Damir Dzumhur. Fantastic. Wasn't a bad approach shot from Sinner either, putting pressure on that backhand. Found the width, but as we know, when you open up the court, it also allows the opponent who's trying to defend to find the angles And Dzumhur, probably with all that experience, dealt with that very nicely. 30 love. Sliding on the forehand side, slices down the line. Dzumhur plays his backhand cross court with good angle. It's open. He goes down the line with a drop shot, bringing Sinner forward, who didn't feel very much invited. Yannick Sinner steering his forehand out of the court. 3 game points. First serve goes in. Great return from Yannick Sinner, who was under loads of pressure. Inside in forehand. No ways. Was that in? And then he had a short ball. He's looking at the racket frame because I also felt that he mishit that ball. All right. Moore is... it's on the board. Was he in a movie? Dzumhur, Sniper's Valley, 2007. Check that out, Sanjay. Sniper's Valley, 2007. Looks like Dzumhur is also an actor. Probably back in his homeland, Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's interesting. Good body serve, that's chipped short. Sinner, not taking full advantage. Tries to go cross court with the forehand. He only found the net, was in the way. Love 15. This is one thing that I don't want to see in Yannick Sinner's game. Unlike Sanjay, I don't mind that the best players meet in the finals. Nothing wrong with seeing Sinner and Alcaraz. He's probably the only person that has an opportunity to, or who can beat Alcaraz. Okay, everyone's probably thinking about Medvedev, but I think when Alcaraz is having a bad day and his opponents are having a good day, someone with the likes of Djokovic, Medvedev, who's really top form right now, Zverev as well, they can beat Alcaraz. Beautiful volley. Gets an applause from Dzumhur. Stunning volley from Sinner. Love those backhand volleys that just cut across the body from left to right. Needed that side spin as well. Wow, lovely. Good camera work, cameraman. Ace out wide, 40-15. When Alcaraz is at his best, who can beat him? I'm not even sure if I had to put Roger Federer on court when he was 22, 23 years old, if he would beat Alcaraz. Stunning play from Sinner. Too much pressure for Dzumhur. Couldn't control his single hand backhand. 4-1. Do you know, Sanjay, I'm looking at that message you wrote. You said, for a change, it was Sinner versus Medvedev in Indian Wells. I mean, if it's Sinner and anyone else, would Sinner win? If Alcaraz is in the final against anyone else, would he win? Alcaraz, would he win? I think right now, I mean, I still feel that Alcaraz is all by himself. Who's playing really well right now? Watching a bit of Berrettini. I thought his serve was looking fantastic yesterday. Beating Bublik in straight sets. is doing alright. Medvedev's very consistent. He's doing fantastically well, to be honest. Very consistent. Won 2 tournaments already this year. Drop shot from Dzumhur is too flat. He needs more height on those drop shots. Sinner was also too close to the baseline. He's incredibly quick. I think he went for power. Could see it in his head. Sinner was jolting that head of his. Tried to go down the line, missed it. Long and wide. Was close. But out remains out. Good body serve. Smart play from Dzumhur is coming forward, and that was excellent defense from Sinner. Dzumhur was about to play first net shot, the forehand volley, and unfortunately it was too low. I thought he probably would have been to play a drop shot. I thought he was going to do that at that moment. Decided to play it deep in the court. Very tough. You need power. You need to get it over the net. Not fun to be playing volleys like that, which Sinner now has to do the same. Oh, beautiful touch. Great hands to find the short angle passing shot. Dzumhur, after Sinner's volley, had to move forward into the deuce court inside the baseline. That was definitely deliberately played by Sinner. Bring him forward. Wasn't quite a drop shot, but forced Dzumhur to make a decision, and he just guided that ball very nicely across court with angle. Wow, what a backhand down the line. Dzumhur sliding on the forehand side, guesses wrong. Inside out forehand winner from Yannick Sinner. Misses his double hand backhand return. First of all, wide. It looked like a miss hit. Difficult conditions once again. Just in my mind, it just feels like the shadow of the stadium does play a role. And that serve was in the shadow and then moved into the sun. Very difficult to keep your eye on such a fast-moving object. But well played from Dzumhur. Holds his game in the end. Holds his service game. Stadium within a stadium. Originally being used, the Hard Rock Stadium, Hard Rock Arena, used for American football. It's probably going to be used for the Football World Cup as well. I'm not too sure. I don't know which stadiums are being used. Zverev should be charged up to take his revenge of Australian Open against Alcaraz. Only if serve makes it to top four. Well controlled point from Dzumhur. The 15. Second serve for the Italian. Inside in forehand. Dzumhur tries to play deep, guesses right, but ball's just still too far away from him as Sinner played it inside out, forehand, drive volley from the back inside of the court. Fifteen all. Always feel it's still early days looking at the list, just thinking back now. Race to the ATP finals. Medvedev's in third place. And then we've got 1 and 2 in the world in front of him. Approach shot, Sinner putting pressure on the Bosnian. And whole court open just to guide that forehand volley for a winner. Yeah, I think this is one thing. I was putting the statistics together for this match, and I noticed how Yannick Sinner's first serve percentage has dropped from Indian Wells to now Miami. Dropped by 2%. First serve percentage in. I think that's something that Sinner really needs to improve on. He thrives off those first serves as he's proving right now. Oh, but that was a weak volley. It just felt like he was in two minds. Didn't know quite what to do. I thought he was going to play a drop shot first by his technique. Maybe he was disguising it and then try to push it down the line. But Dzumhur has break point. Oh, ace out wide. Piece of cake. First serve points one. Dzumhur 67%. But Sinner's on 85%. Forehand down the line approach. Oh, that was definitely going down the line for a winner. Passing shot. But Dzumhur found the net instead. Advantage, Yannick Sinner. Return, doesn't make it over the net. 5-2 for the number 2 seed. I think that's what's also very interesting is just looking at the stats, and today's a little bit higher. I think the early rounds, these good players, Sinner can really improve his statistics, getting through the matches a little bit easier, dropping very few games. Um, but yeah, looking at first serve percentage, probably pretty much the same going in. But again, winning 88% of the first serve points. That's very high. That's very high. I see that before this match, it's at 80% first serve points won. Second serve points won, also quite high. I mean, getting close to the 2/3 mark, 2 out of 3. That's very favourable for Yannick Sinner. And returning really well. Also, I think it's him right now. It's just his ground strokes. He needs to get a hold of it. See Osaka, Zancourt, Auger-Aliassime. New balls. Dzumhur. Russo is playing Keys. Keys is there, 3-love up. Double fault for the Bosnian. There are 5 matches. Back to cricket, always like a little bit of cricket news. Thank you, Sanjay. There's a 5-match T20 series going on, by the way. South Africa, New Zealand. New Zealand leading 2-1. Well, it's not a World Cup. And backhand winner down the line for Dzumhur, who definitely is superstitious. He wants that ball back, the one that he just hit a winner with. First serve goes in. Double and back and straight back to the forehand of Sinner. Looked like he lost his footing. And it's going to probably want that ball back again. Dzumhur wins that point. 30-15. I used to do that as a junior as well. Whenever I hit an ace, I wanted that ball. I wanted that ball back. And then my opponents used to get... We never had ball boys when I was very young. My teens. And then my opponents wouldn't give me the ball back. So, no, you already got 2. I don't have to give this one to you. Backhands cross court, and that's... I don't know. Okay, I mean, Sinner's leading 5-2. He's going big with a backhand cross court. Isn't even close to, for his standards, wasn't even close to the inner tram line. Risk it for a biscuit? He's probably going to wrap it up with his serve. Well, hopefully for his sake. Good volley from Sinner. Forehand volley cross court with angle, forcing Dzumhur to run the longest length of the court diagonally from the backhand behind the baseline, backhand side to the net on the forehand side. I can watch the 4th match tomorrow, earlier on, 7 a.m. Sanjay, I'm thinking of doing the Ayala Lynette. That's going to probably be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning here in the Netherlands. Whoa, I don't know if I can be doing that. Maybe I'll catch some highlights. Men to win the Sunshine Double. Jim Courier, Michael Chang, Pete Sampras, Djokovic, Federer, Agassi, Marcelo Rios. Wow. Marcelo Rios. Inside a forehand from Sinner. And a line backhand in the net from the Bosnian. Ace down the middle of the court, through the center, misses Fenter. Yannick Sinner setting himself up with 3 set points. Can he do it the classic way? Finish off with an ace. Probably going down the middle of the court. Dzumhur did guess wrong. Sinner found the net. Second serve. Kick to the backhand. Forehand chip is short from Dzumhur. He's backtracking. That's a short lob. And a smash put away. 6-3. First set is wrapped up. So a rather quick set, just under 35 minutes. Yannick Sinner dominated the whole time. I thought he was very strong moving forward, did well at the net. There was one passing shot in particular from Dzumhur, which really, raised my eyebrows. Very impressed how the Bosnian pulled that off. But other than that, Sinner's just been dominating, picking his moments. Shot selection has been fantastic. When it's the right time to move forward, he's doing very well. Dzumhur's also been not too bad, just defending a lot. I guess that was always expected. It was going to be this way. Been fighting really hard. Defends really well. It's very quick. Gets around the court as well. I think the second set is going to follow suit. It's probably going to be the same. Yeah, it could be 6-3. Could be the same 6-3, 6-4. Live odds. That's plus 900. The man wins the title without losing a set. Alcaraz, Sinner, Medvedev all reached the semi-finals. Plus 390. Hard back and down the line. Dzumhur can only slice his forehand cross court, looking for too much angle. Never looks like it's been hit clean. When Sinner hits an unforced error. Slightly under pressure. It was a good serve from the Bosnian out wide. Second serve, that was aggressive. Probably stunned Sinner. Didn't expect that. 40 love. Nice outswinger from the juice side. Thought that Sinner made half a step to his backhand, thinking it was going to go down the middle of the court. Drop shot, that's better. A little bit more air, but it was a bit too deep. Goes for the lob, and it's long. 40-15. So many backhands cross-court exchange. Sin decides to change direction and hits it long. One love for the Bosnian. I wonder how this, with the temperature changes now, how this is going to affect Sin. I know they're not playing 5 sets, but the temperature is going to be increasing each day from now on. Today's the last cloudy day, just pockets of clouds floating around. They're not rain clouds, but it's going to get hot later. And it's going to be sunny days, definitely till next Thursday. That's the prediction. And I wonder if that's going to affect Sinner. He had troubles in Australian Open. Obviously, the temperature's down under. Yeah, I can't compare it with what's happening in Miami. But still, they're going to be hot days. It's probably going to suit him if he plays in the stadium. And being the number 2 seed, it's probably going to happen each and every time. So having the shade will probably suit him. I'm not quite sure how humid it is. I probably like that. Oh, what a drive. Forehand drive volley winner. One shot he does so well. Doesn't allow those high defensive balls to bounce. Timing is impeccable. Ace out wide. 1-all. First of out wide, trying to wrong foot. Sinner, he read it early. Hit the forehand cross court, and then Dzumhur hit his forehand long down the line. Who's upset with himself right now. First serve in. Sinner gets the right way. It was down the middle of the court. Dzumhur's trying to spread. Dzumhur's trying to spread Sinner in the end. Trying to play back in the middle of the court. Hits a double and backhand in the net. So that wide return well on the feet of Dzumhur, had to backtrack. 3 break points, not enough control over his torso, over his body. Dzumhur always starts with good footwork. That kick serve was too short. Straight away under pressure. Sinner breaks. 2-1 for the number 2 seed. That's looking like another day in office for Yannick Sinner. Really nice. Looking at some slow motion shots right now. I really like how Dzumhur gets off the ground, especially on his backhand side. Probably enjoys it a lot. I wonder if these pros watch themselves a lot. I like players that look relaxed when they hit the ball. And Sinner is one of those players. Doesn't, in his facial expressions, you can see he's just calm, he's relaxed. Federer was always like that. When I think about Nadal, it's always, his face looked like he was trying so hard. Federer was always relaxed. Some players look so stressed when they're hitting the ball. You see in their eyes and their lips are tightening up. Sinner opens his service game with an ace down the middle of the court. Defensive return from Dzumhur. Sinner took full advantage, using his forehand to attack down the line onto Dzumhur's backhand side. Let first serve. Hi, J Murch. Do I think Medvedev match will finish in 2 sets? It's a good question. A lot of positive things being said about Sakamoto. Another youngster, but the type of form that Medvedev's on right now, I don't think is just all of a sudden going to fall apart. It's one of those matches, once again, that neither player have met each other face to face on a tennis court. Probably in the changing rooms, they've walked past one another, greeted one another. But on the tennis court, yeah, it can either go 2 ways. That it's just a little bit of ugly tennis in the beginning, or it could just be beautiful tennis, or probably even a third option. It just goes in one way. Dzumhur tried to hit that backhand down the line for a winner. Go big. Looks like he's going to go home very soon. I think it should be straight sets. If Medvedev is still playing the way that he's been playing since the beginning of the year, He's already won two tournaments this the start of the season. He's in third place to book a place in the ATP finals. Yeah, he's. I think he should win in straight sets. I like to really make a proper assessment in the beginning of the match. In the first couple of games, you can really tell a lot how the match is going to unfold. You can tell by the body language, how they're playing, footwork. There's a, there are definite signs there that give it away. But this is an incredible rally, and Senna just added more pressure eventually after about 10 or 12 shots, finding the double hand backhand angle cross court. Too much for Dzumhur to handle. Sanjay is writing. First time when I watched Nadal grunting, I thought, my God, this man putting 200%. Yeah, yeah. Backhand cross court duel. Sinner comes out top. Unforced error. Dzumhur is definitely eyeballing his team and his coaches. What is going on? A lot of the time, coaches and everyone in the box supporting the players end up being visual boxing bags. What do you call those? Punching bags. Sinner is playing with food. Yeah, it never looks like he's toying. I think he's a very serious player, but yeah, I like I like that image you've just painted in my mind, J Murch. Drop shot way too flat from Sinner. He's just having fun. Oh yeah, he looked away straight away. At that level, got such a good feeling. You know whether it's gonna work out or not. And Sinner quickly turned a blind eye to that drop shot, and Zoomer, yeah, it's definitely playing for Yannick Sinner at times. Jay Murch, he wants to retire. What do you watch matches on? I watch on the TV. Oh, that was a short return, probably first one I've seen from Sinner so short. Obviously, he's missed a few returns already in this match. There we go. Zoomer, 5 winners, 17 for Sinner. Unforced errors, 15 for Zoomer, 14 for Sinner. It's still too high. You can see that. Again, short return. Zoomer hits another winner. That's 2 points in a row. Forehand winners. Advantage. Zoomer is waiting for that ball to be delivered back in his hand. He has to play with all the luck to beat such a player and have a chance of winning. Bit short from Sinner. Zumur tries a drop shot, a little bit deep. Sinner replies with a drop shot across court. Zumur doesn't even attempt to run forward. Well, I'm based in the Netherlands, J Murch, to answer your question, and I watch on Dutch TV. Um, I think whichever country you're in, there are so many channels. You can also find it online. Just have to look up, yeah, the different tournaments, and it tells you as well. The lob is out from Dzumhur. Sinner feeling very comfortable, marching towards the net, owning the net a lot of the times. Bit of a longish game. It's gone over 5 minutes now. Third breakpoint opportunity for the wall number two. First serve goes in, and what a backhand. Now Dzumhur lands it. He's definitely waiting for that ball to come back. Tennis players can be very superstitious. First serve out wide is in the tram lines. Second serve into the body. Inside out backhand return from Sinner. Run to the backhand side. He plays a short backhand cross court. He's defending now. Dzumhur is in charge. Doesn't want to move forward to the net though. Dictating the play. Now he moves forward and almost landed the volley. Cross court, short angle. But he hit in the net. Sinner has a fourth break point opportunity now. I watch a lot of tennis, not only when I'm streaming and offering the watch alongs for everyone to follow. Let me get this point again too flat. I need to go watch Carlos Alcaraz. Got more height on those drop shots. I always feel like when you're playing a drop shot, you have to imagine that there's like a 4 or 5 year old on your side of the court, and you have to lob this little child. You need height. Can't be so flat all the time. But I don't want to lose track of my thoughts. And there's been conversation. I was listening, and there's a lot of debate whether it's hygienic or correct for ball boys and ball girls to be collecting the sweat towels of these professional players, men and women. Very interestingly, it was Greg Rosetsky who started that, getting the Dzumhur holds his service game, but calling the ball boys to and the ball girls to fetch the sweat towels so that they can obviously dry themselves off. I think it's even more important now that these players only have 25 seconds after or as soon as the chair umpire calls the time, then the service clock starts to tick down from 25 seconds. So worst position to be in the court is at the net, finishing the point, you turn around, and then what, do you run over to the bin to go fetch your, as a professional, put yourself in their shoes, do you go and run to the bin to go fetch that sweat towel? Or do you quickly, make eye contact with the ball boy and say, please fetch me the towel to save time? You need that time as well to recuperate. It's a very intense sport, and when you're hitting long rallies, it really takes a toll. And to be jogging over or running over to the bin, go dry yourself off quickly, dry your hands, maybe even the handle of the racket. You need time. And the question is then, should the ball boys and ball girls be picking up these sweaty towels all the time to go deliver it to the players? I did hear that there's one tournament, I think in the Middle East, where the players they bring with a basket, so the players, the ball boys, ball girls, do not touch the towels, which is quite smart. Sinner starts off his service game with an ace out wide. Oh, Jory, I see. Forgive my ignorance, but where is Dzumhur from? I don't know that flag. Yeah, it's a very long country, Bosnia Herzegovina. I can only put the her, Bosnia her in. Would have taken up a lot of space. He's 33, and I've never heard of him. I thought I knew everyone. Oh, you've never heard of this gentleman? He's been around. It's been peaks and valleys in his career. He's had some good moments, good couple of seasons. Aggressive backhands from both players. Zamora is probably finding more angle right now. Tries to change direction with a short slice. Was it supposed to be a drop shot? I don't know, but it bounced out. 3 game points for Yannick Sinner. Damir Dzumhur. I think having this channel, this is the one thing that I try to practice the most. I walk around my living area just repeating a lot of the names. Um, I used to say Ribakina the whole time, and then I learned, no, it's Rabakina, Rabakina, Rabakina. Gosh, that's like in a mental house. It's a double fault from Sinner trying to pronounce these names, and I think, yeah, this is another one. Dzumhur. Did Novak lose? No, he didn't even take part. Didn't even start. First serve in, forehand return long for 2. Oh, those conditions look beautiful. Blue skies, a few white clouds, palm trees, leaves just moving ever so slightly in the breeze. Not going to be affecting the stadium court. Nope. It's not playing Miami. Oh, aggressive forehand cross court. Backhand slice, cross court, backhand slice from both players. Sinner change direction, goes hard down the line on the forehand side. Zamura deals with it quite nicely, tries to go down the line and misses the inner tram line. 15 all. Yeah, Jory, I think that's where he is right now, and it's probably in his contract. What is he, 37, 38? He can't be playing 25, 28 tournaments a year. He's probably got a clause in the contract that allows him to take more breaks in between. That's a beautiful drop shot. Oh, not a very good reply from Sinner. Tried to go cross court with a backhand, but missed the doubles court. I think it got the outer tram line. 15. Backhand cross court duel. More hitting it too late. Tried to go down the line. Looked slightly crammed. It's down the middle of the court. 40, 30. Just to be clear, Novak Djokovic did withdraw from the 2026 Miami Open due to a shoulder injury. And that's probably what caused the reshaping of the draw. 4-3. Dzumhur holds his service game. Still going on serve. Looks like it's heading towards that 6-4 that I predicted. I thought it would be the same, 6-3, 6-4. Dzumhur is a very solid player. Let me try to find a little information. He did get a very high ranking. I think he got to top 30 maybe. Oh, I have 30 in my head. Oh, you got a career high back in 2018 of 23. You can see some graphs. There we go. So since 2000, is that 2009? It's about 1,600 in the world. 2010, 1,000. Since 2011. Oh, okay, wait. I think inside the top 200 since 2013, inside the top 100, 2014, and 2017 got to 30 in the world. And it's been quite stable inside the top 100 the last 3-4 years. Second serve for Yannick Sinner. Just blocked back. Slice second time for Dzumhur. Tries tops on cross court now. Backhand slice in the middle of the court. Sinner's just dictating the play. It's all coming back to him in the middle. Now he's been moved around a little bit more. Backhand cross court duel. Sinner changes direction back to the forehand side. It's a long rally. Dzumhur is holding himself quite nicely. Backhand slice from Sinner. Just slowing it down a bit. Backhand slice approach. Sinner's at the net. Forehand volley's way too high. Oh, Dzumhur got there, but there was some nice side spin from Yannick Sinner, and Dzumhur couldn't control the angled forehand when he was at the net. Now he couldn't get the angle right and the power, to be very honest. Many more matches today, yes sir. Jory, yes I am. Sakamoto and Medvedev. Sinner 30 love. I see Chris is in the house. Hello, Chris. First serve in the net. Serve and volley attempt. The return is just out. Sinner read that quite nicely. 3 game points. 40 love. Kick out wide with some nice bounce. Dzumhur dealt with the double and backhand, returned quite nicely. Playing down the middle of the court, Sinner had enough of that, decided to dispatch his forehand cross court for a winner. It's 5-3. Just quickly looking at other matches. Wow, Sim, Fuksovich. They're in a tiebreak first set. Sim with serve, leading 5-1. Yeah, taken them already an hour and 2 minutes to get to this point. Net points won. I thought so. Sinner 13 out of 16 points. Dzumhur is yet to win a point at the net. I think it's going to change anytime soon. Double fault. Dzumhur is definitely complaining about something. He was put off just before he was starting the ball toss for the second serve, looking over the left shoulder up into the stands. Maybe someone was shouting, screaming just before starting that racket movement, which begins the service action. But there we go. 3 match points. Good second serve. Sinner trying to take that on too early. Second match point. Return and volley attempt, and Sinner wraps it up. (6-3, 6-3) in an hour and 10 minutes. It was rather one-sided. Jannik Sinner dominated from the very beginning. It's still early days. It's the first match for Jannik Sinner since holding up the trophy back in Indian Wells last week. I think for now I can get away with that. I feel the amount of unforced errors will become an issue the further he progresses in this tournament. But he just probably needs to get into it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sanjay, explosive stuff. Oh, funny guy. Let's put out the green pick. So, next match still to come. Don't have to go anywhere. Sakamoto will be taking on Medvedev. The Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Gardens in Florida. The weather is looking better, like in all those postcards. See that yucky rainy weather is out of the way. Let's go back to this. Yeah, where is let's just have a look at the weather. Maybe it changed again, I'm not sure. I had forecast up here. Here we go. So no rain clouds. I mean, okay, predicting what's the time now? 2:30. So 1% chance of rain till about almost every single hour till 4 or 5 in the morning. But then there'll be no tennis then. Thereafter, change it to Fahrenheit. Probably got a lot of Americans watching. 79 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow, Monday, 81, 81 on Tuesday, 81 on Wednesday, 81 on Thursday. Send some of that heat this way, please. Although we have been having very nice weather here in the Netherlands. Unusual for this time of the year, but very welcomed. Very welcomed. We like that weather here. Just makes me want to go outside. Yes, I was on my Dutch bike cycling around town today, getting my errands done, enjoying the weather. It definitely looks like beautiful weather is on its way for the rest of this tournament. Well, at least for the next 5, 6 days. Hopefully it stays that way. There's still a lot of matches to be caught up. Wednesday was completely washed out with all the rain, and that must have really caused a headache for James Blake and all the organizers. Wednesday wasn't too bad. I got through a few matches, but there were some marathon matches that probably made it a little bit difficult, challenging for to plan, to schedule matches. And then yesterday, on 3 occasions, the rain came and bothered the schedule, and still many more matches to be finished. And I mean, look at this. It's Saturday, and it's the round. It's the round of 64, second round. So Sinner is through to the third round. Medvedev will be playing Sakamoto very soon. It's the next match on. And I feel this is probably the first matches that are just going so quick. Unfortunately, Jones had to retire. Didn't want to shake hands with Pegula. She probably feels that she's sick, having problems, probably a tightness in her chest. She was coughing during the match, but that was a very quick encounter. Pegula left a nice little message on the camera. Get better to her opponent. But Pegula was playing so well. Quick match. This one's also rather quick from Yannick Sinner, 6-3, 6-3 in 71 minutes. And the question was from J Murch in the group. Do I think, or is this next match between Sakamoto and Medvedev going to end in straight sets? It'd be an interesting one. It would be an interesting one. I always find these type of matches quite fascinating because they've never played one another before. Sakamoto, Medvedev, was the same with Dzumhur and Sinner. And you don't really know what you're going to get. Obviously, the expectations are that the better player will win, and we can discuss that until the sun goes down. Medvedev should win, but on the day, anything can happen. It takes sometimes a little getting used to the opponent, their style, maybe the technique also can affect the play. I was talking a little bit about that yesterday when Ruud was serving. I find to return, I've played plays like that where the ball toss is on the way up, and then the person serving, it's so quick. Yeah, it bothers me because I got my routine when I return, and it needs to fit in nicely with the rhythm of the server. So it'll be quite interesting. These two have never played before, Sakamoto and Medvedev. Um, should be straight sets. I said more often than never that I need a couple of games just to kind of see for myself how it's going to unfold, what it's going to look like. But honestly, the way Medvedev's playing right now, he's just in the groove. He's in a good space. I like his aura right now. Um, he looks relaxed. Something is really good that's happening in his life, and it's not just on the court. It's outside that tennis bubble. It's probably giving him all the confidence he needs in his private life, family life. Yeah, it's those moments that, yeah, I guess create a strong foundation for these players. Alcaraz talks about that a lot. He has such great friends and connection with the family, and it's that's the joy that we see in such a player. And Medvedev, um, I like the way he's playing. I've always thought he's a very unorthodox player. You can like the way he hits the ball, technique, style. You don't have to like it. He's not my cup of tea, but I admire his consistency. Just looking at Jessica Pegula right now, not a very consistent player. You just have to admire that. When they're playing well, they're just really consistent. Medvedev's got a fantastic serve. I really, really love his service games. I think the rest, his ground strokes are a little bit unorthodox, but they're very effective. I've heard other professionals saying how difficult it is dealing with Medvedev's shots. I've always felt that he connects with the ball almost old school, kind of like a 1960s, 70s style, where it's almost like there's underspin being played. Go have a look at some of those techniques if you're interested, and those contact points that Medvedev hits when he's striking the ball. Looks like a lot of the time the racket face is open, not closed. Um, yeah, pretty much. Not the exact opposite. When I think of Rafa Nadal, I mean, jeepers, that contact point of Rafa Nadal was almost facing the ground. Unbelievable how he used to hit those shots. Always very spectacular. Um, it's probably why he had, yeah, always the most revolutions on the ball. And Medvedev, he hits the ball very flat, but it's everything he's touching is turning to gold. He's had a great start. And I think he's riding this wave of success that's going to take him throughout the season. I think so. I think he's on the right path. He's playing really well. I wonder if you guys agree with me. Keep me entertained. All right, let's see if I can do the quick switch. Let me. Oh, there we go. The players: Sakamoto, getting ready to walk on court. Here he is. So I think it should be straight set before the match starts. 6-2, 6-2, 6-2, 6-1, 6-2. I think Sakamoto does serve really well. When I look at his stats, he's getting a high percentage of first serves in, if I remember correctly. No, it's very low. 61% first serves, 65%. He hasn't played many matches. And he just hit a milestone winning his first official ATP Tour match in the first round. Men's singles second round. Sakamoto against Medvedev. Know enough about the youngster. I'm going to learn a lot about him now when he gets on court. Daniil Medvedev's record, 18 wins to 6 losses, Miami Open, and he's a champion 2023. Already 18 wins a season, the most on the ATP Tour. Had 9-match winning streak, longest since 2023. He's on 19 right now. Defeated Alcaraz in the Indian Wells semi-finals to get to that final. He's got such a good record beating the top players. I feel that he kind of fell away, in the last couple of years, but he's playing so different. Yeah, it's interesting to see that some people just come of age at some point. I was talking yesterday about Alexander Bublik, who I just admire so much right now. Someone who was, what would you call him, the class clown, like Nick Kyrgios, kind of just that riding off the talent, getting through round after round, sometimes just not really caring what's going to happen. But now he's so mature, playing so well. I think Medvedev just looks more calmer than usual. I remember him losing his head and getting carried away, and always, or at times, okay, he's not like Andrei Rublev in any way. Can definitely lose his mind. But he would get into confrontations, needlessly, get into roles. Yeah, so Sakamoto looking at match point, how he beat Kovacevic. A happy chappy. Well, that's a nice gesture, being Japanese, getting on one knee. I think it's the iconic movement of taking the sword out as a samurai warrior. That's one place that I would really love to go to. Japan. Hmm. Both players are finished with the warm up. And it looks like the Japanese Sakamoto will start serving. First serve is in, down the tee. One hand back and return. It's high and long. Good attacking, aggressive play from Sakamoto. Medvedev has a slight grin on his face as he realized that was a great opportunity to hit a double hand backhand down the line. 15 love. Wow, very nice attacking play. Backhand volley winner, cross court with angle. Sakamoto, 193. So still not as tall as Medvedev. Really been to the net on 2 occasions, first 2 points, and he's looking good right now at the net. Kicking to the backhand. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. Slice from Sakamoto. Medvedev finds a bit more angle, moving the Japanese player. Decides to go to the forehand side, back down to the down the line. Cross-court again. Sakamoto just getting his forehand in. A little bit late with the backhand slice. He knows it from Sakamoto. First serve is in, down the tee. Sakamoto decided to approach, but the preparation was late. Board already bounced and the racket was still in front of him. Probably many different thoughts going through his mind. What to do next? Kick into the backhand, inside in return from Medvedev. Goes cross court. Sakamoto goes around the backhand. Not a very good inside in forehand. Back into the backhand cross court duel. Sakamoto changed direction with the backhand slice down the line. Medvedev, uncharacteristically, hits his forehand long. Game point, 40-30. More aggressive play from Sakamoto. Medvedev eventually hits his forehand cross court out in the tram lines. First game The kids are right. Teenage men to reach Miami's second round. Rafael Yodar, 19 years old. Rai Sakamoto, 19 years old. Jao Fonseca, 19 years old. Moise Kouame, 17-year-old. I think this guy's got really something. Darwin Blanche lost to Atrofis, 18 years old. So there's something there. The most since 2007 when Murray, Djokovic, Del Potro, Query, and Korolev. Gee, I haven't heard that surname. That was very short-lived, though. Since 2007, all right. And all those names ended up being quite big, besides Korolev. Maybe there's something in it. Remember these names. First serve down the middle of the court onto the backhand, double hand backhand, return in the net. Kick into the backhand, double hand backhand, return in the net. Halfway up the net. Or was it halfway down? It depends what mood I'm in. Must be something psychological in that. When I think about a cup being half full, half empty. Ooh. Forehand long by Medvedev, 30-15. Keys beat Rusa, 6 of 6-3. Inside in forehand from Medvedev. Inside out backhand from Medvedev. There on the forehand side. Medvedev slipped on the forehand, running to the backhand side. It's a long rally again. And whoa, Sakamoto turned up the heat, drilled his forehand right in the corner of Medvedev's backhand side, who chose to use one hand backhand and controlled it. 30 all. Ooh, I like this. I don't know if Sakamoto has the stamina, but it's good play. Good play. It looks like for such a tall player, he's got the full game. Good serve, good baselines. Medvedev hits an ace down the middle of the court, 40-30. And I particularly like the way he's rallying. He turns up the heat at some point, likes his forehand, obviously. Then he gets aggressive at some point, and that's where, wow, what a beautiful swing it through the middle of the court. It's an ace, 1-1. Wonderful play from Daniil Medvedev. Very cool serve. Gee, there was so much swing. Forehand's cross court. Medvedev changed direction down the line. Backhand cross courts. They're heading down the middle of the court with one another. Medvedev hits top of the net and then it goes out in the tram lines. 15-love. Huge kick out wide to the backhand. Medvedev deals with it well and not looking comfortable on the forehand side. Another unforced error. probably like the fourth now on the forehand side of Medvedev. Yeah, like I said, if he's going to be playing the way he's been playing recently, the last couple of months, I think he should be getting through this match comfortably. Not comfortably, but in two sets. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to haunt him throughout the match. He's got a lot of skill, a lot of experience to turn it around as well. Oh, Sakamoto, beautiful approach shot, smash, sending Medvedev in the opposite direction. 40 love. I think this is one thing I really admire with these Eastern countries, China as well in particular. Like how these, just the culture, so much control. They know themselves. I see it in this 19-year-old as well. Wraps up his game with an ace down the middle of the court. I think especially with the Japanese culture, I've heard so many good things from various people who visited the country, and yeah. And Kei Nishikori was another one. No, I like the way this youngster's playing. I think this is probably going to be a lot closer. I can see this kid has got fight, and the fact that he's willing to rally with Daniil Medvedev makes me think that, yeah, he's ready to go toe to toe with the Russian. It makes me think he's got the stamina and the endurance. He should have as well for 3 sets. He's only played one match, beating Kovacevic, but yeah, it's looking good. 3 games, and dare I say that Sakamoto has a chance of winning a set against Daniil Medvedev. But it'll be close. I think it'll be close. He's holding the service games quite well. I think Medvedev has made a few unforced errors already. Yeah, my forehand side not looking too good. Medvedev's backhand has always been consistent and solid. Ooh, serve out wide, great ace. Serve down the middle of the court, return inside out, and double backhand from Medvedev to the bottom of the net. Yeah. Break points for Sakamoto. Another ace out wide. Second point in a row from the deuce side. Big first serve. Out wide, going backhand. On the backhand side from Sakamoto. Uncontrolled. Very quickly. Even Stevens. Juice. Medvedev, with all the experience he has, copes with these difficult situations with ease at times. Sign of a good player. Again, another first serve. If there was one bit of advice I would give Sakamoto right now, maybe just stand back a little bit. I feel like on that first serve, he's on the baseline. Oh, terrific ace down the middle of the court. 40-15 down, wins 4 points in a row. 2-all. Hmm. Fifteen love. Quarter of an hour has gone by. Kick out wide. Return cross court. Sakamoto plays it back and down the line, targeting the forehand of Medvedev. And again, another unforced error from Daniil. Maybe the youngsters spotting something. So off the service point. Service points 1. Sakamoto 10 out of 12. Medvedev pretty much the same. 3/4 court, and it's a winner using the forehand. Sakamoto, 40 love. Oh, stunning winner, Medvedev. Inside in forehand. More or less. The serve went down the middle of the court. Oh, great placement. 40-15. Serve out wide is long. Kick into the backhand. Medvedev returns short. Oh, Sakamoto gets the inner tram line and oh no, the whole court was open for the forehand volley. Maybe took it a little too casually, switched off for a second. Still has another game point. Both players should be moving to their bench, sit down, have a break, and it's just going to have to brush that off and try to take this point. Good for serve out wide. Forehand drive volley winner inside in. Now it's done. 3-2. Jalyasin did win the first set, 7-6. And he's just taken a 4-2 lead in the second set. Whoa. I love British football. Everton is beating Chelsea 3-0. Just a little bit. Wow. Okay, let's go back to tennis. First serve down the middle of the court, single hand backhand return into the ground. 15-0. First serve end-to-end backhand return, almost hitting the ball boy. Better return. Wow, well handled, dealt with. Medvedev, forehand winner down the line. The return was pushing Medvedev back. Sakamoto found good depth. Always looks uncomfortable when Medvedev deals with those shots, but he knows what he's doing. And he just steered that ball down the line into the open court. 3 game points. Second serve to the backhand, court's open, goes hard down the line, and it's a winner from Medvedev. 3-all. Inside in backhand return. Medvedev decides to go around his forehand, use the backhand. Sakamoto couldn't control his double hand backhand, hitting it long. Love 15. Inside it forehand from the Japanese player. Looked a little bit crammed on that forehand. Hit his forehand, cross-court in the net. Yeah. Medvedev crammed in the body. It was interesting. He was standing first far back. I thought after the first serve went out, Medvedev was moving back, and then he moved forward. Put that second serve in the body. Very smart from Sakamoto. Return down the middle of the court. Sakamoto is finding more depth with his ground strokes. They're just hitting down the middle of the court mostly. Medvedev decides to change direction And once again, he went cross court and then he went down the line, only found the tram lines. 30 all. First serve down the middle of the court is long. You can see the backhand inside in, back in return from Medvedev. Just going down the middle of the court. Sakamoto tried to change direction. I think he got the baseline with the forehand, cross court. Medvedev just wants to keep it on the backhand side of Sakamoto now. He's realizing that that forehand is too good. But wow, man, did that double hand backhand down the line pack a punch. Great play from Sakamoto. I almost feel that Sakamoto gets the edge when the rallies go the distance, over 10 shots, 9 to 10 balls. I feel like he's coming out top, winning most of those rallies. Kick out wide, double back and cross court. And they look like that forehand went long from Medvedev. Each player is holding their serves. Very interesting. This youngster's doing well. Very impressed. Medvedev, forehand is not looking the best. Seen him play better. Especially in this season, too many unforced errors. He could admit the same. Just lovely days from now on. Stunning. Less and less clouds in the air in Miami. Almost picture perfect, but for the next couple of days, from I think this evening or early morning, it's going to be blue skies. Medvedev to serve. Starts out wide, opens up the court. Good response. Good return from Sakamoto. Pushing Medvedev back. "15." First serve in the net. Oof. Oh, did he get it? I'm not sure. I just missed the line. That was awfully close. Probably the width of the ball away from the line. Ball's width away. Inside out forehand hits the top of the net. It still goes in from Sakamoto. It's hitting more. They're hitting both quite central. Tried to change direction, go down the line with the backhand. Found the net. Medvedev, 30-15. First serve down the tees, dealt with defensively, and nice backhand from Medvedev, putting pressure on Sakamoto. Tried to slice his backhand, only found the net. Big first serve down the tee, one hand backhand, lob return out, 4-all. Getting to that part of the match now, that's going to really test the youngster with mental strength and abilities. The way Medvedev has been cruising through his games. There's only one where he was 15-40 down, and then, gee whiz, unleashed the beast. Came back, and since then, Medvedev's just been cruising. So he's finding it very comfortable. Probably that's the one weakness in Sakamoto's game that I'm seeing is his return. And that the rallies, the forehand and backhands, it's looking good. Unforced error from Medvedev. 15 love. Baseline points 1. Sakamoto 16, Medvedev 9. That's what I'm feeling as well. As soon as they're going past that 9, 10 shots rallies, Sakamoto's coming out top most of the time. Just need the higher percentage, and that'll win you the match. Just has to carry it with him. Medvedev can adapt though very nicely. He's known for his mental strength and his endurance. Obviously, he's got incredible stamina. But this young man is performing exceptionally well. Serve and volley. And it's a winner. 5-4. Medvedev will have some thinking to do. Pressure's back on him. How is Daniel Medvedev going to respond? In other games, Osaka. 2 match points down against Gibson, who took the first set 7-5, 5-4 up. Osaka, wayward forehand. Look at that. 7-5, 6-4. Tyler Gibson from Australia is through to the next round. A lot of upsets. A lot of upsets. Players getting tired already. That'll be an interesting one. If you're listening right now, what do you think is the biggest upset? Write down in the chat. Tell me what's the biggest upset. For me, I think it has to be Igor Swiatek. That was a real shocker. Demolishing Lynette in the first set, 6-1. She's been doing that so often. Winning the first set, looking dominant, even taking such good leads, 3-4 love, and then just kind of crumbling. Let me know if you agree. Is that the biggest upset so far? Wow, that's a good return from Sakamoto. First serve out wide on the backhand. Sakamoto just guided that backhand, that ball down the line. Another ace. That's 6 now for Medvedev. Another first serve in down the middle of the court. Sakamoto looks like he's trying to push Medvedev back, adding more power on the forehand, but he lost the control. I think the set has got a tiebreak written all over it. And I wonder if Medvedev wins a tiebreak, I wonder if this youngster can come back. Too strong, too strong. Medvedev's been cruising through his service games. First serve let down the middle of the court. Good second serve onto the forehand. Medvedev very quick to come back to the recovery position. Probably need a little bit more height on the defensive forehand. Sakamoto finds the inner tram line. Winner, forehand down the line. Oh, oh, I thought that was an ace. Missed it. Oh, but that's a double fault, surely. Yeah. So he went really big. Very brave from the youngster. Oh, I think he missed his forehand. It's long. Try to go big again with his forehand onto the backhand side of Medvedev. Maybe he was trying to be too precise. He wanted to get forward to the net. Hasn't been doing too bad at the net. Maybe just need to take a bit of power off. Probably feeling the pressure now. Missing the first serve down the tee. I think Medvedev's going to stand back on the second serve. Yeah. Oh, inside in forehand in the net. Shame. This has probably been the worst spell for Sakamoto to this point. Yeah, Sakamoto has had 2 opportunities to break Medvedev. Oh, wow. What a response from the deuce side. Sakamoto slams that ball on the middle of the court, both on the middle line and the service line. How's that for precision? Good timing. And another big first serve out wide. Medvedev can only find his frame. That should be a crowd catch. It's deuce. Yeah, in the same fashion Medvedev treated Sakamoto when he was returning. Let's see if he can continue this and wrap up his service game. They're in a rally now. High looping topspin forehands from both players. Medvedev just continuing right now. And try to change it up, try to play flatter, harder, more aggressive. Could only find the net cord. That's 3 points in a row now for Sakamoto. Carry on that momentum. Where's he going to go? Down the middle. Yeah, and that's high and long. 6-5. Medvedev gets Buskova. It's the tiebreak, so it's 6-6 in the first set, 1-1. Volleyball Assassin, hello. Hello, hello. Watching me again. All the way from Dubai. That's another place. We've been talking about visiting Japan. Always want to go there, but Dubai, I've only managed to get to the airport, stay inside the airport. I hear wonderful things about Dubai as well. Drop shot, both players are at the net. What happened there? I thought for a second Sakamoto hit Medvedev with the ball. So about wide, short return, drop shot from Medvedev. Oh, I missed the forehand completely, Sakamoto. And under pressure again. Couldn't deliver. The thin line backhand, he's a little bit weak, Sakamoto, on that side. 30 love. The players have done so well on their service games. Medvedev probably a little bit better. Just once he was 15-40 down, and I think that upset him so much that he just demolished Sakamoto. And actually, since then, he's just been killing it. 6-all. We're into the tiebreak. Wow. Feels like a little bit of a do or die situation. Volleyball Assassins ask any idea if Alex and Lynette will play today? Yes, they will. Thank you in advance. I think right now all matches are going to plan. First point for Sakamoto, double hand backhand. In the net by the Russian. Yes, yes, yes. I also want to stream that match. I've got everything ready. Just probably need to set it up once this match is done. There's going to be a bit of a break, and I'm only keeping track on my time. So in the Netherlands, I think it's going to be midnight, not before midnight. Big first serve down the middle of the court. Not a bad return. Sakamoto needs to take advantage. Has to dig deep again. Medvedev's finding good depth. And look at that. The rally's going on again. I wonder if Sakamoto's going to come out top. Inside in forehand. Another forehand cross court. It's pushing Medvedev back. It's good footwork from the youngster. Nice camera work as well. Inside our forehand was a little bit short. Medvedev didn't do enough on that backhand. Wow. What a point. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting. I just feel that this youngster is he's starting to dominate these long rallies against Daniil Medvedev. Points won after 8 shots, and I'm correct. So after 8 shots, Sakamoto has won 6 out of 7. That's a mental booster, and sending a message out to Medvedev. I'm owning this court. Medvedev is getting vocal, and I've been commending him on his maturity, how he's been handling himself, and now I see that character of old that I know so well. It's been lying dormant in Daniil Medvedev. It's starting to come out now. Of course, he'll start getting frustrated. But 2 things this youngster needs to work on, and he could be an incredible threat in the future. His first serve and his return. Return off the first serve as well. Good pressure from Medvedev. Deciding not to hang back, be more aggressive on the front foot. Feels like we're back on serve again. Sakamoto, if he wants to put pressure on the Russian, it would be a good time to win this point. Oh, no ways. Double fault. You can see he's getting sarcastic. I wonder if the coach called that to go into the forehand. Yeah, there we go. There's the Medvedev. He was just too calm. Like I didn't almost recognize him the way he's been playing recently. I saw him in Doha. Was it Doha or Dubai? Oh, I can't remember. I thought he held himself well. I think it was Doha. Indian Wells, obviously. I thought there was a calmness about him. Ace through the center, misses Fenter. If Sakamoto can now pick up those aces, 2 for Sakamoto, 7 for Medvedev now. This is the time to shine. This is the moment to get those first serves in. Can get these next 2 points. My goodness, he's got 3 set points. Oh, good first serve. Sakamoto's at the net. Volley down the line. Volley cross-court winner. 5-3. Targeting that backhand of Daniil Medvedev. It's paying off. Oh, wonderful tennis. How difficult it must be to try to pass someone 1 meter 93. What is that? 6'4". Just covers all the angles. Lob is very difficult as well. But they're in a rally. Sakamoto decides to go down the line. He was under pressure and off balance. Medvedev wins the point. Feels like it's back on serve. This is just a great depiction of how the set has unfolded to this point. Someone's going to crack for this set to finally come to an end. I wonder who it's going to be. Sakamoto has been very calm. Oh my gosh, another double fault. So that's two in this set. Oh my word, two set points now for Sakamoto. First serve out wide. Oh, well placed. Sakamoto skied that forehand return. Wow, serving for the set point. Set point number two, to be precise. Ah, it's what I was saying before the match started. I just love these moments. These players have never met before, and you don't know what you're going to get. I like this youngster's character. I think it just embodies as well the Japanese culture. He looks focused. Just missed his first serve. Second serve. Oh, no, he hits a double fault. Okay, okay. Gosh, have to change sides. Come on, get this set over and done with. I need to get more water. No, Ayala should be, and Lynette. Wow, they should be starting soon, actually. I think maybe when this match is over, I'm going to dive into it. I hope I can look into that. Okay, back to Sakamoto and Medvedev. Exciting stuff. It's a second serve, 6-all in the tiebreak, kick down the middle of the court. Medvedev is standing far back, trying to push Sakamoto back as well with high tops and forehands. Awkward, just awkward. It's just not smooth for Medvedev. Another set point for the youngster. Medvedev misses his first serve. I wonder how Sakamoto is going to treat the second serve now. Slicing to the forehand. Sakamoto decides to go for power. Hits his double and backhand long. 7-all in this first set tiebreak. And Medvedev's wife is on the edge of her seat. Wow, beautiful ace down the middle of the court. And look at that. First set point for Medvedev is set up. I wonder how Sakamoto is going to respond to that. Hard down the middle and forehand return inside out in the tram lines. 8-all. This tiebreak has gone on for almost 10 and a half minutes. Oh, great serve down the middle of the court. Fourth set point opportunity for Samurai Rai. That's what's written on his bag or embroidered. Good defense from Sakamoto, chasing down the volley cross court from Medvedev. It's 9-all. They have to change sides for the third time. Incredible. Good offensive play from Medvedev. Yeah, as much as Sakamoto was defending, eventually Medvedev decided, okay, gotta go forward. His balls were landing short. Good play, smart play from Medvedev. 9-all. Wow. Remember this name, people. I think Medvedev's been playing a little bit under par, to be honest. But here we go. Good return from Sakamoto, who's really turning up the heat now. You can see how Medvedev's panicking in his defense. High lob is out. Sakamoto has another set point. This time on serve. 10-9. I wonder if Medvedev's going to break now. 5th set point for the Japanese samurai. First serve hard into the body. Well dealt by Medvedev. Trying to pack a punch now. Forehand and backhands. Wants to move forward. Doesn't want to move forward. In the end, wins the point. 10-all. Gee whiz. This is what I love about the first encounters. Wow, big first serve. Down the tee. Double hand back in return. Inside out. But unfortunately, out. How many chances does this youngster need? 6th set point. First serve down the middle of the court. Returned right back, and Medvedev he was pushed back. Aggressive hitting now. Changing it up with the backhand slice. And the forehand is out. The first set is over. Sakamoto wins 12-10 in the tiebreak. Incredible stuff. Wow, wow, wow. That really went all the way. So for the Japanese player, Sakamoto, 6th time lucky, wrapping up that first set. What a set it was. Dominated with the long rallies, which you just wouldn't expect. You think that Medvedev, so consistent the last couple of months, how he's brushed aside Alcaraz, Jack Draper, Indian Wells. He's won 2 tournaments this year, just looking so consistent, dominating those long rallies, is suffering today. But that's what I was saying as well before the match started. It's the first time that these two are encountering one another. Anything can happen. I didn't know much about Sakamoto, but I saw the confidence early on that he was willing to go toe-to-toe with Medvedev and rally beyond 8-9 shots. And he's come out top. What's the statistics? Probably 70-80% of those points are being won. Medvedev's also not shy to go ahead and play that way. Something's going to have to change in that second set. Both players were serving very well in the first set. I felt Medvedev was scared once early on in the first set. He was 15-40 down and just brushed aside Sakamoto after that 4 points in a row to win his service game. After that, it just felt it was always 40 love, 40-15 all the way to the tiebreak. Sakamoto had more challenging games, few juice ads, always rather close, 40-30 games. But in the end, he can say, yeah, I won the first set. He got that under his belt. Just under an hour. Let's see if he can continue. This is, I was just talking about early on, I begged the question, what is the biggest upset till now? I would say Swiatek losing to Lynette. But wouldn't this also be a major upset? We have a wild card, a youngster, a 19-year-old taking on an in-form Daniil Medvedev. Wow, that this would be again front front page news in the sporting section. Chris, Mike, what do you think about Mike Schuck's win over Tien? Fantastic, fantastic. I'm a little bit shocked I didn't get to watch the match, but I really had high hopes for Tien. Um, but great for Camille Mike Schuck. Uh, that's a big win. Cam Nori take on Alex Mickelson. Yeah, Pagula beat Fran. Yeah, I want to look at the highlights, but that's a big win. It's good job for good hard work to Camille to do that. It must have been tough. I mean, home advantage. I'm pretty sure the crowd was there backing Tien to win. So, what's happening here? Is there? I'm guessing it's probably a medical timeout, toilet break. No, they're playing. Quick first game. 1-0 for Medvedev. Wonder how Medvedev's going to treat this now. Ela Lynette. That ought to be also a great game. Where are they playing that? Because I'm watching Stadium Court. Order of play. Let's see. Okay, Grandstand. Anisimova and Starodubtseva. They're playing. Okay, so after that game, then they're going on. Second serve. Sakamoto in the body. Medvedev opens up the court. Good backhand return cross court. Sakamoto's defending nicely as well. And the forehand's long from Sakamoto. 15 all. Big first serve down. The middle of the court, drop shot from Sakamoto. A smart play. Drop shot again from Medvedev. Overhead smash. Angled backhand cross court. And it ends up Sakamoto backhand volley drop shot winner, 30-15. Controlling the net. Very nice play. Wow. Very, very nice. Just needs to improve more on that first serve. Kick into the forehand, return right in the feet of Sakamoto. Couldn't get low enough or at least under the ball with a racket face. His forehand in the net. Sure. Can Medvedev come back? Take this to a third set. First serve down the middle of the court. Backhand returns a little bit short. Sakamoto's taking advantage, got aggressive, moved forward. Medvedev double hand backhand in the net. Game point for the Samurai. Kick out wide. Good return from Medvedev. Tries to change it up with the backhand down the line. Forehand in the middle of the court. Slice back into Medvedev's forehand. Oh, that was a wild forehand from Sakamoto. And back to deuce. It's been happening so often on Sakamoto's service games. Kick onto the forehand. Three-quarter court forehand, cross-court winner. Medvedev goes the wrong way, just possibly setting himself up for the next point. It's got less to walk now. Less meterage to cover. First serve down the middle of the court with swing. Is out. Kick to the backhand. Return cross court. Sakamoto goes down the line. Medvedev goes cross court with a forehand. Incredible forehand cross court. Finds the inner tram line from Sakamoto. Too much for Medvedev to deal with. It's 1-1. First serve in the net. Coming back in cross court from Sakamoto. Forehand now. Cross court. Forehand down the line from Sakamoto. Looks like Medvedev's under pressure. Again down the line. This time it's a winner from Sakamoto. Fantastic execution and placement. Medvedev, there we go. He's definitely showing concern. He's upset. Wow, that was fantastic play. Fantastic. I think that's a let. Second serve. That in forehand, aggressive play from Sakamoto. Beautiful execution, inside out forehand to finish the point off. Love 30. Good aggressive play from Medvedev, trying to push forward. Double backhand cross court. Sakamoto again, single hand backhand. Slice, so he's trying to block it back in the net. I think that was long from Medvedev. Yeah. Ooh, two break points. Feels like deja vu. This is what happened in the opening set of this match. Wonder how Medvedev's gonna react. Oh, Sakamoto gets the top of the net with the return, and the next backhand landing in the bottom of the net. Good aggressive play from Medvedev. Still not a break point though. Oh, it doesn't land it. Tried to go down the line with a forehand. Sakamoto just missed it. Juicy Lucy. I think that's a let. First of all, wide is out. Oh, off balance, leaning over the left hip. Just looks so awkward sometimes when Medvedev's hitting his forehand. Gifting Sakamoto another opportunity, landing his forehand in the net. I think that's another let. Third breakpoint opportunity. I think that's another let. Yeah. Oh, good first serve. Forehand drive volley winner into the open court. Back to juice. Oh, good placement. First serve down the middle of the court. Return lands on the baseline. It was like a lob, very high in the air. They're hitting backhands, cross court now. A little bit in the middle from Sakamoto. Drop shot from Medvedev. Sakamoto's at the net. He's probably going to put it away for a smash. Oh, he hits it out in the tram lines. Oh, oh, beautiful technique. Looking at the wrist with the pronation. Again, return on the baseline, forehand down the line, putting Medvedev under all sorts of trouble and problems. He's dug himself out of it though. And he just hit his forehand long. His forehand's been a problem for Medvedev today. I think for his sake, if he can get through this match, hopefully it's only for today, because he's been relying on that forehand quite a bit recently. I feel like he's made a lot of mistakes on that forehand. Serve out wide is an ace. Advantage, Daniil Medvedev. His forehand's a little bit tamer today. Second serve's a little bit slower, but his first serve's a lot quicker compared to Indian Wells. Interesting stats. That's a double fault. Backhand's still the same. Average speed. Forehand's dipped a little bit. Second serve's a little bit slower, as I said. First serve's a lot quicker. Second serve, again out wide. Oh, stunning return winner. Cross court with angle. Fourth break point opportunity for Sakamoto. First serve down the middle of the court. And forehand return from Sakamoto in the ground. Lucy once again. Medvedev's inside the baseline the whole rally. Now he's being pushed back. Sakamoto's finding a little bit of rhythm now. I think that was long. No, wait, was it good? Now it's out. Forehand cross court. So advantage Medvedev. And unforced error from Sakamoto. It's 2-1 for Medvedev, still on serve. That out forehand winner, 40 love. First serve out wide and high looping. One hand back in return is out 2-all. It looks like Sakamoto is now cruising. Excuse me. Sakamoto inside out forehand is long, trying to dominate the point and move forward. Just stretched it a little too far. Back and slice in the middle of the court. Medvedev's finding good angle with that forehand cross court. Too much for Sakamoto to deal with. First serve is out. I think he's probably going to go the same direction, out wide. Tries to cram Sakamoto in the body. It works very well. Double hand backhand, miss hit. 40 love. First serve out wide to the backhand. Good return. Medvedev's under pressure. This time inside out forehand goes in from Sakamoto. Slice out wide, return on the feet of Medvedev. Medvedev getting really low on the knees. Inside in, forehand winner by Sakamoto. Fantastic play. Ooh. Second serve, Medvedev almost hit an ace out wide, hard into the forehand. The line back and cross court, courts open up a bit. Medvedev goes into the forehand side. Sakamoto stretches his forehand once again, under pressure this time. 3-2 for the Russian. Sakamoto to serve. Kick into the forehand. Out wide. Forehand down the line from Medvedev. Backhand volley. Short. Sakamoto gets there, but can't steer the forehand cross court. 15. Oh, wow. Was that an ace? Oh, sure was. Medvedev under pressure. Big first serve down the middle of the court. Sakamoto sliding on the forehand side. Tried to go down the line, but the net was in the way. First serve down the middle of the court. Return high and long. 30 all. Second serve return, cross court. Sakamoto goes hard down the line on Medvedev's backhand. Again, hard down the line, a little bit more central. And again, another unforced error on that forehand side. Maybe slightly forced. Don't know how that would be put down as a statistic. But Medvedev has got a break point. No one has been broken in this match. Defensive forehand block as a return from Medvedev. Sakamoto is coming to the net. Forehand volley right down the middle of the court. And the backhand volley is out. The first break. Medvedev leads 4-2 in the second set. I wonder if this could be the shift, the change. Sakamoto has had two occasions in this match, one in the first set, one in the second set, where he's had two breakpoint opportunities on Medvedev's serve. Hasn't been able to convert. Medvedev's the first person to do that. Slice into the body. And Sakamoto's body language said it all. As soon as the ball left his strings, went high and long, double hand, backhand, 15 all. Second serve, double fault. First serve down the middle of the court. Controlled return again, forehand. Something happening to Sakamoto. Sakamoto's forehand in the net. 30 all. Medvedev taking control of this point. And I think he sees what I see. That forehand is starting to fall apart a little bit from the Samurai. Game point 40-30. Medvedev. And a mishit forehand. Return 5-2 for Medvedev. All looking very easy now for the Russian. But it took a long time up into the sixth game of the second set that Daniil was finally rewarded with a break. That made the difference. Medvedev, with all experience, he's still serving so well. I think maybe, it's his. It's not really that his ground strokes are letting him down. I think Sakamoto has been playing terrific. The stats showed it as well. Just could see from early on that Sakamoto, was dominating the long rallies. But it's starting to now just fall apart a little bit. The cracks are starting to reveal itself. Perhaps. I wonder if he's getting tired. I mean, okay, it's been 92 minutes. It hasn't been that long. Maybe the intensity is too much for the youngster to handle. I'm not sure. Been doing well, but that game was pretty weak from Sakamoto. Too many unforced errors on the forehand side. Saying earlier on, I think the things he had to work on was the return of the first serve. Showing too much respect, is too defensive. Return of the first serve and his first serve. Coco Gauff warming up. Long rally here. Medvedev hitting the unforced error. Oh, ace out wide. Always enjoy those. And backhand. Unforced error from Sakamoto. 40-15. Tries to go out wide again. From the deuce side. Net is in the way. Kick onto the forehand. Slice, forehand return. Sakamoto's side. That's two backhand slices in a row. It's probably another thing you need to really work on. Doesn't have strength. I mean, generally, you don't get a lot of power hitting the backhand slice, but defensively, it just feels like it just doesn't have enough strength to hit that aggressive ball back. Good inside in forehand, drops short, easy smash put away. Medvedev didn't even try. 5-3, Medvedev serving for the set. First serve out wide, opens up the court. Medvedev tries to wrong foot Sakamoto by going back onto the forehand side. Third time back to the forehand. Now he goes down the line. Forehand drive, volley, cross court winner. 15 love. Oh, what a return. He was under pressure. It was good first serve again, as Medvedev does so up and down the line. And Sakamoto stretched out the racket on the forehand side, landing deep into the corner. Medvedev's backhand side couldn't control his backhand. Ooh, inside out, backhand return was in, double hand backhand cross court was out. Forehand return in the net. 2 set points. And that's it, 6-3 for Medvedev. It's 1 set all. Looked a little bit easier for the Russian in the second set. Still had to dig deep, but it just felt that Sakamoto just fell apart a little bit. Cracks started to show, especially on the forehand side. And yeah, that's tough. Have to start again in the third set. So I'm just starting a poll. Who will progress through to the third round? Cast your vote. Get involved. Let me know what you think. Medvedev 81% favorite to win this match against Sakamoto. Start of the third set. Serve out wide, return right back at Sakamoto. Goes down the line with a forehand. Cross-court backhand duel. And now on the forehand side, Medvedev goes. They're switching it up all the time. Cross-court down the lines. Oh, Sakamoto goes out wide, moves forward to the net. Medvedev tries a passing shot, and that was pretty good. Sakamoto could only get the frame on the backhand volley. Oh, inside in forehand. It's long from Sakamoto. Forehand's causing the Japanese player a lot of problems. He has dug himself out of these situations before. Let's see if he can do it again. Kick into the backhand, inside in backhand return. And double and backhand is long now from Sakamoto. Oof. Three break points early on in the third set. Definitely going to give Medvedev a huge advantage. Kick out wide. Medvedev goes inside in heavy topspin balls now and tries to go down the line, hits the top of the net. 15-40. Second serve. Slice out wide, opening up the court nicely. Sakamoto tries to go for it. He gets the break. Medvedev leads 1-love in the third set. Shame, I think, for the 19-year-old. It's just starting to slip away. Oh, stunning backhand winner down the line from Medvedev. Incredible. Yeah. Starting to dominate now, Daniil Medvedev. I don't know if it's a stamina endurance issue for Sakamoto. Maybe it's the moment. It's too big, but looks like he's still fighting. Oof, awfully close to an ace down the middle of the court. Good body serve. Just open up the court a little bit. Backhand slice cross court from Sakamoto. What a drop shot from Medvedev. 40 love. Beautiful backhand winner down the line. Incredible. Wow, what a game. That's what we expect of Medvedev. Not that he had a slow start, not that he didn't play well in the first set with Sakamoto. Played fantastic. But sometimes you just need time to get to know how the player works. Find find the rhythm of the match. It's the first time that these two are encountering one another. So Medvedev is the type of player as well. He can adapt very well under very stressful situations, and he came out of it quite nicely in the second set. Looks like he's dominating now in the third set. But those long rallies are still in favor. I'm pretty sure those stats are still in favor of Sakamoto. Double hand backhand in the net from Medvedev. Tempted to go cross court. Sakamoto's pushback was a good return from Medvedev. Slice cross court. It's better. Slice from Sakamoto. Playing very central, very much in the middle. Is trying to spread Medvedev, opening up the court. He went down the line with a forehand. Back and right at Medvedev, who goes cross court with his forehands. The back and forehand cross court rule. Dio. Oh, what a backhand down the line from Medvedev. I wonder if Sakamoto is getting tired, because that last sprint from the backhand to the forehand side, he just didn't. It looked like he didn't have the legs. Yeah. Okay, underarm serve attempt in the net. Kick out wide, return cross court with angle, and I think he missed it down the line, Sakamoto. 2 break points. I think the 19-year-old thinks he needs to do something worldly, hasn't been done before, just needs to think back what has worked for him. Getting first serves in is good. Maybe just need to slow it down, look for more placement, and try to dominate the rally, but it's too many unforced errors. The forehand has just fallen apart since probably the middle of that second set. 3-love lead, Medvedev. Looking very comfortable now. The Indian Wells finalist. Bit of a shaky start, I would say. You'll have positive things to say about Sakamoto, but Medvedev needed time to grow into this match. And maybe I'm just thinking now, maybe since Sakamoto got his service game broken in the middle of that second set, maybe that was the change. There was this mental blockage, maybe all of a sudden. Oh no, Medvedev has broken me. What am I going to do now? And just hasn't seemed to recover. He hasn't been able to recover and come back from that moment, Sakamoto. Change of rackets is in order for Sakamoto. Oh, huge looping forehand topspin from Medvedev. Another unforced error from Sakamoto on the forehand side. It's been pretty much his weapon the whole match. Makes sense now. His last 6 games basically in a row. Ugh. Forehand return long. And again long. Yeah, so Medvedev was able to just plug away, keep going at that forehand side. This game's already taken 51, 52 seconds, 53 seconds, and it's done. 4-love. Kick onto the backhand. The backhand aggressive play now from Sakamoto. Probably got nothing to lose, needs to go for it. This time Medvedev hits an unforced error with his forehand. Kick out wide, return cross court. Medvedev trying to creep closer to the baseline, doesn't want Sakamoto to play any drop shots. Inside in forehand is out. And the youngster doesn't look too phased. But I must say, the Japanese samurais just handing this match over on a silver platter now for Medvedev. Kick into the backhand. Double hand backhands cross court. Sakamoto tries to change direction. He's going more down the line. Medvedev's trying to go cross court, save some time. Give himself time to recover. He misses the forehand down the line. Sakamoto, how many times have I said this? This forehand, unfortunately, is just it's working against Sakamoto now. Sakamoto, unforced errors 15 in the first set, 17 for Medvedev, 10 in the second set for Medvedev, 15 for Sakamoto. In the third set, very low stats for Medvedev. They haven't played many games. What a good passing shot. Forehand, cross court as Sakamoto played the inside in forehand down the line that opened up that channel cross court. Two break points. Can return is long. Breakpoint number 2. Trying to go big down the middle of the court. Kick out wide to the backhand, return cross court. Sakamoto goes down the line, finds good depth. Very close to the baseline, moving forward to the net. Backhand volley drop shot. Not bad, and good backhand volley down the line. Reactions from Medvedev, was only able to get the racket to the ball, but without control over the ball. Juice. Second serve. Oh, good kick down the middle of the court. I think the return was long. Advantage Sakamoto. You can see everyone who was voting thinks Medvedev's going to win. It's pretty obvious now. But there we go. Sakamoto puts himself on the board in the third set. It's 4-1. So down the tee. Returnable again. Down the middle of the court. Again, this time though, Sakamoto gets a double hand backhand return in. Medvedev goes hard down the line. It's good placement. Drop shot, bringing Sakamoto forward. Can't get a double hand backhand over the net and in. 40 love. Exactly 2 hours have gone by with this match. Points won on serve in the third set in 100% right now. 11 out of 11 for Medvedev. Oh, stunning. 5-1. Okay, double hand back and return is long. Medvedev was having a word with the chair umpire and he said something on the microphone. I'm not clear. I'm not sure what it was. Back in cross court. Oh, Sakamoto's feet were not in the right place. Off balance, couldn't control the double hand backhand. 15 all. Slice return from Medvedev is high and long. 30-15. It's only inevitable now. Even if Sakamoto wins this, I just see Medvedev closing it up with his service game. Kick out wide to the backhand. Backhand down the line from Sakamoto. He's under pressure. Couldn't get his forehand over the highest part of the net down the line. 30 all. Kick onto the backhand, return, drilled hard and deep onto the feet of Sakamoto, who's struggling. One hand backhand lob, high and long. It's match point for Medvedev. First serve is in onto the backhand, and that's it. Medvedev closes it up. A bit of a scary start. Well done, Daniil Medvedev, and not a bad first set from Sakamoto. But halfway in that second set, just felt the cracks started to show. Too many unforced errors on the forehand side from the Japanese samurai, who it looked like he was going to slay the Russian, but it was all undone. Fantastic play from Daniil Medvedev. The wizard on court didn't allow the samurai to take over and found a way to come back, really targeting the strength. That's just another tactic, and I think on this level Medvedev was just mentally stronger. There was a calmness about him that settled in. He was getting agitated in the beginning, but he did recover, found more consistency, and unfortunately this 19-year-old just fell apart. Looks slightly disappointed, but he must take this as a lesson learned. He just gained tons of experience. He did fantastic out there to take a set off the informed Daniil Medvedev. He must be proud of himself. Thank you to everyone who joined in the chat. Don't know if you guys are still there. You guys are always welcome. It was fantastic. It's been a lot of streaming for me. I want to see if I can. I really am tempted to see if I can find Ayala and Lynette. They're not playing on the grandstand. Or they're playing the grandstand. They're not playing in the stadium court. So yeah, I'll see what I can do. But other than that, thank you very much for joining. If it's your first time here, please subscribe, join the channel, like, share with your friends. I'm here every week following the tour, following the best players, ATP WTA Tour. Let's hit it. See you guys soon. Ciao for now.